Hi family. Hi family. This is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy. And I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. And this video is all for the ladies that follow me. We're going to talk about breast health and how to care for our breast, our lymphatic system, our skin, our face, our neck, our décolleté, which is your chest area, and your underarm lymphatic system as well. Okay. Now, one of the ways that I do that is with a facial steamer. And then I also use, I think I left it in the back. I did. But you can use a spoon if you don't have a gua sha tool. And then you want to use something like coconut oil or castor oil, whatever you have, some type of oil to put on your skin. Okay, so the first thing that I want to ask you is, how often do you do a breast check? Technically, we should be doing a breast check every morning. And what do I mean about a breast check? Every morning you should be feeling on your breasts, making sure that there are no lumps, no dimples, no pressure, no tension, no pain, etc. And you should do that on both sides, not just the breast area, but also underneath, like your underarm on the side, in the underarm, behind the underarm, and all the way down. Now, the reason you want to do this every single day is because you start to become aware of how your body moves and shakes throughout a 30-day period or 31-day period, depending on what month it is. So I hope you know that your body shifts just like the moon does. 1 minute you're full, 1 minute you're empty, and then all of the cycles in between. If you are checking your body, right? If you're checking your breast every single day for 3 months, which is 90 days, you'll start to understand a pattern that starts happening with your body. Then you'll be more able to land on the points that are like, oh, nope, let me fix that right away, versus it blowing out of proportion and you needing to go to a doctor who has no idea about your personal self-care and would just lump you into one lump sum pill or protocol or whatever that does not address you on an individual level, and you are an individual. So instead of handing your wellness over to someone who doesn't know anything about you, you know your body better than you. I am 45 years old and I have been with this little bitty body for 45 years. I know my breast. I know my uterus. I know how my teeth get down. I know what it looks like when I get tired. I know what it looks like when I get hungry. I know what it looks like when I feel like I'm getting agitated. That is called self-mastery. That is what I teach. That is what I stand on. That is what I act upon. That is what I like to empower all of my clients who come to me, and anybody who's not a client of mine. You should understand how to care for your body at the deepest level. You should not need to have somebody on another side of the table tell you what you need. That should be the other way around. And then our job as practitioners is just to support you in that diagram, not to tell you what to do. However, if you feel like you want to be told what to do, you can pay me. I can tell you what to do all day long. It's not a big deal. So again, you have to choose and pick what you want to do. So with that being said, how do you go about steaming your breast and caring for your breast? What I use is a facial steamer. Looks just like this, right? But you can get any facial steamer. It doesn't need to be a facial steamer. I used to use just a big pot of water. And the water that I use to steam my body with is always spring water. That's just my personal preference because my body responds very well to spring water. But do what works best for you. If you want to make your own rose water to steam your face with, please do it. If you want to make lemon water or lime water or anything like that with essential oils, go for it. But spring water works the best for my body, right? So if you don't have a facial steamer, you can totally just use a big pot of water on a stove, heat it up to the point where it's steaming, take it off the stove, then put a towel over your head, lean over it, and steam that way if you don't have a steamer, okay? So what I normally do with this steamer is I take the back part out, put water in it, put it back in there, plug it in, and it'll start steaming. So the first thing I do is steam my face, right? So I pull the towel over me and I just steam my face, steam my face, steam my face. Then I turn to my ear and I steam my ear and all of this channel here. So these channels are your lymphatic channels. Your lymphatic channels is what will carry the waste out of your 5 channels of elimination. Men have 4, women have 5. The 4 that both women and men have are our colon, our kidneys, our lungs, our skin, and then the 5th for women is our uterus. And those are our 5 channels of elimination. Your lymphatic channels pour into those channels of elimination, right? It's like a little freeway connector. So if your lymphatic system is not moving properly, then anything that is being blown in the air, you'll get sick or you'll feel a little weak or you'll get cold. So this is probably one of the best ways to keep your lymphatic and your immune system boosted up. During the Big C environment that we just experienced about 3 years ago, or within the last 3 years, this is one of the reasons, or one of the ways that I kept my body healthy. I steamed every day, 3 times a day. So I steam my face for about 10 minutes, and then I turn my head and I steam my ear. So I'm steaming all of this and I get all in the ear. I pull my ear back, I pull it forward, I stretch this out, I stretch it out, I stretch it out, I stretch it out. Or if you have a gua sha tool, you can do it like this, or if you just have a spoon, you can use your spoon and start moving the lymph nodes all the way down. Now remember, you don't need to press very hard here. This is not a weight bearing or like pressure based area. Your lymphatic system lies about maybe 1 inch or 2 inches underneath your skin. So you don't need to press very hard. Basically, you're just kind of stroking your neck, if you will. And then I do the other side. I do this ear, I stroke it down, I pull my ear forward, I steam the back of my ear, I open up my ear, let that air get in it, that steam, and then I start doing this. Then I steam my neck and my décolleté, which is all of this area here, and I do that for about 10 minutes. I may steam each ear for about 5 minutes, steam my face for about 10 minutes, and then I steam both breasts. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to stand up. So I steam both breasts. So I'll put my breast over the steam, and then I'll move it to the side. I'll move it to the side. I'll pull it up. I push it down, and then I kind of do one of these 2 dances, and then moving back and forth. I don't have a lot of bust, but what I do have, I want to keep it healthy. I want to keep the skin very pliable. I want to keep my body all one color. If you can tell, like everything is one color. The summer is coming up and I'm trying to be a little out there this summer, if you know what I mean. And so after I steam both breasts, I do both breasts for about 10 minutes. Then I steam my underarm, literally. I steam my underarm and I literally just stand there and I do this with the steam. When I tell you, by the time you get to this part, you're going to be like, oh my God. And then I do the other side and I just steam and steam my underarm. Now, this is not only going to help you with your lymphatic system, but it's also going to help with any like odor that you may have or anything like that. Or if you have like lumpy underarms, some women do. That's your lymphatic system. That tells you that your lymphatic system is congested. So if you have very lumpy breast or very lumpy like underarm, or if it's pitted, that means that your lymphatic system needs to be flushed. This is the perfect free way to do that, okay? The perfect way to do that. Then after I steam everything, right? My face, my ears, my neck, my décolleté, both my breasts, both underarms, I put the steam away and then I start to massage castor oil. I put coconut oil on my face. What else do I put on my face? Oh, I do have a oil that I put on my face. I don't remember the name of it. If I'm not mistaken, it's from Shiseido. I love Shiseido stuff. Just, you know, it's fabulous. It's a Japanese skincare product line. I love Shiseido. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, I don't remember the name of it, but the rest from my neck down, I use castor oil, believe it or not. Castor oil is the most underrated oil on the planet. It is so good for so many different things, and you can also take a spoon of it to keep your digestion lubricated and moving the way it's supposed to. So I massage the castor oil into my neck. I massage it behind my ears. I dip my fingers in it, and then I go into my ears. Let me just tell you something. I technically massage my son's face like this. I have him steam and do the same thing. By the time I get to massaging him, his mouth is wide open and he's snoring. And I just love it. He's 16 and he's been like seeing me do this since he's been on the planet. So he's going to be very well for somebody when he gets to that point, and it's going to treat her very, very divinely. I'm so grateful. But I dip my fingers in the castor oil and I put it in my ears. I massage my chest. I massage my breast really good. And then I go up and down into my underarm. And then after that, I put a towel down on my bed. I lay on my back on my bed and I pull my infrared light that you see in my office sometimes when I'm working with my clients. I pull that red light over me and I do red light therapy for about 20 minutes or until I fall asleep. Let me just tell you, ladies, if you are not loving up on yourself like this, once you do it, you are never going to go back to not doing it. So I do this about actually sometimes I do it every day because it's been a routine lately for a while. And I think I've been doing this consistently for about 8 years. I won't say consistently for about 8 years, but I've been doing this off and on for about 12, probably longer than that. But you start to feel your body shifting in ways that you're like, oh, I feel like really good. And when you wake up in the morning, like there's no stress on your heart space. Oh my goodness. And I want to share this with you. If you are experiencing heartache right now, this protocol that I just gave you, Queen, you're going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. Steam yourself, like I just said, for about 3 to 4 days. Your heart is going to be just fine, love. You're going to spin it right back around and you're going to be like, you know what? Everything that I put out for that relationship is just fine. I showed up the way I'm supposed to show up, and the next person is going to walk in unapologetically and love me the way that I am supposed to be loved, right? Don't worry about nothing. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for my next client. Definitely utilize this protocol, utilize this self-mastery tool. And then once you start utilizing it, send me a message and let me know how you like it, or if you change anything, if you add anything. Let's start dialoguing about our health, because most people don't talk about our breast health until there is an issue. These videos that I'm giving you and sharing with you are all preventative measures so that you don't have an issue later on in life. Take care of yourself now. I'm 45 and I've been doing this for a cool minute, and I will continue to do this, if not more, in the future. Yes? So if you need to contact me, my phone number is 562-682-0818. And my website is Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. And my private office is located in Torrance, California. Mwah. Go off and steam. Have fun.